Hello students, in this video I will discuss a very new chapter from Hornbill. The name of the chapter is The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role. Now from the title itself, we can presume that this lesson is about environment and how we can protect our environment and ecology. So let me discuss the chapter, but before I discuss the chapter, a slight information to be given to all of you. It is written by Nani Palkhiwala. Now Nani Palkhiwala by profession is a journalist, and this particular article, The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role, it was first published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994, and now it is 2020, but the issues that was been raised by the author during those time, it is still relevant now also in the 21st century. So let me continue. The following article was written by Nani Palkhiwala and published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994. The issues that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continue to have relevance. Now, relevance means significance. The issues that he raised, the issues are still relevant now also. So that is the gist of the chapter, that is the intro part of the chapter. Now let me come to the very first line. One cannot recall means recollect, any movement in world history which has gripped the imagination of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the green movement. Now, green movement can be considered one of the greatest movement in the history of human civilization, human race, or we can say human civilization. And the another important thing is that green movement is related with movement to save nature, movement to preserve and save nature and environment. As the green movement, which started nearly 25 years ago. In 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has not looked back. Since then, the movement haven't looked back. That means from 1972, it went on. And the movement was very successful indeed. Now that was the first paragraph that already I discussed. Now let me move on to the second paragraph. We have shifted, we means we human beings. One hopes irrevocably from the mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view of the world. Holistic means overall. Ecological related with environment and ecology. It is a shift. Now, dear students, the meaning of shift is transition. It is a shift in human perceptions as revolutionary as that introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolved round the sun. But at that time, when Copernicus deduced this particular theory, that the earth and the other planets revolved around the sun, it was considered a radical ideology based on planetary motions that is very famous in the world of physics, and it is known as Copernicus laws of planetary motion. Now in the 16th century, this concept changed the perception of human beings towards planetary motions. Copernicus became very famous after this, It was a path-breaking theory or ideology, or that is Copernicus planetary motion. Similarly, this green movement was also quite radical and path-breaking in the field of environment and ecology in order to preserve environment or environmental species. So let me continue. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness. Now, consciousness means urgency, that the earth itself is a living organism. And if you look at the title of the chapter, Ailing Planet, ailing means someone who is sick, someone who is suffering from a disease. There lies the significance of the term ailing. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being of which we are parts. It has its own metabolic needs and vital processes which need to be respected and preserved. Just like in case of any living organisms, metabolism or metabolic needs and vital processes plays a very important role. Now, if we consider earth as a living organism, as a giant vast living organism, so as far as the biological requirement, metabolism or metabolic needs and vital processes must be taken into due consideration. It must be respected, it must be preserved. But we are not doing that. We are harming our environment. It is high time that we should be ecologically and environmentally conscious so that in the near future we can protect our environment. So it ends the second paragraph also. Now I am moving on to the third paragraph. The Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. That is the reason the chapter name is Ailing Planet. The patient here is Earth and its health is declining, that is, it is deteriorating. We have begun to realize our ethical obligations. Now, ethical obligations actually means moral responsibilities. We have begun to realize our ethical obligations to be good stewards of the planet and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generations. Now we have to protect the environment as early as possible. It is the right time, or rather to say it is the high time. Not only we have to protect and preserve the environment for our safety, for our well-being, but also for the well-being and safety of our future generations that will succeed us, for our successors also. Now, I am moving on to the next paragraph. Now, in this paragraph, we'll get to know about sustainable development. And dear students, the concept of sustainable development is very, very important from the point of view of your examination. This concept of sustainable development is a very important question related with short questions. So what does it mean? The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. That is, without stripping, strip means to remove, without stripping the natural world of resources future generations would need. Equal distribution of natural resources must be done at the earliest if we have to protect ourselves and if we have to protect the future generation. But we are not environmentally conscious regarding the well-being of the environment and also of our own life living in this green planet. Why? Because I am saying it that we are illogically stripping the natural resources. Now, if we go on excessively stripping and overusing the natural resources, then obviously it will be problem for us in the near future, and also we will be answerable to the future generation that will depend on us for a clean environment for all the wrong reasons, because not only we are hampering our own lifestyle of stripping the natural resources beyond exceeding its limit, but we are providing not a suitable place but a dangerous place for the future generation to live in, because we might be answerable to them for all the wrong reasons for stripping the natural resources of this planet. Dear students, I have discussed up to sustainable development in this particular video. In my next video, I will continue from the next paragraph. Dear students, listen to this video very carefully and clarify your doubts if any. Thank you, students. Thank you all.